Hey, g'day guys, how you going? It's Justin Allen here with my Good Advice channel, here to give you good advice for a better future. Right, today I'm talking about Melbourne Airport surging. I'm going to give you 5 pointers coming up on how to avoid paying a surge. Generally a surge is when you have to pay more at the airport for the same thing. So you basically, if it's a 1.5 times surge, that means you have to pay the $20 fee of what the ride would cost plus half of that again, so you'd have to pay $30. So I'm just making you aware how you can avoid it. Basically what they've done is, since about October 2018, Uber's gotten a bit greedy and they put surges on at the airport all the time now. Before, they only really put a surge when there was not enough drivers there, say about 15 or less drivers, and then they'd start surging to get more drivers to come to the airport. But now I find that the surges are on all the time. It can come on at any time. I don't know, it's unpredictable. There can be 100 cars in the Uber car park and they still put surges on. I even got one last night. I had to wait a long time for the fare, which was a bit annoying. I waited an hour and 40 minutes and the fare wasn't that far, and it was a 1.2 surge. So here's some tips coming up in a second. And I'll just give you a quick show of my other phone so you get a better understanding of what a surge looks like. It's just basically a radius around the airport, and it changes depending on the demand, and it can go, for example, from 1.2 up to ×3 amount you've got to pay, and it will go like a darker color. During the day it will go to more darker red, and at night it will just go more of a purple color. Alright, I'll give you a show now. Alright guys. Right guys, the first option you've got is to wait it out. Sometimes the surges will go away after 5-10 minutes, depending on how patient you are. So the first option would be to just wait it out and just keep trying every now and then. Give that a go. Right guys, option number 2. I recommend going on the Uber app and don't pin it where you are at the airport, pin it outside the airport. And then, for example, just pin it at the Foodary. There's a Caltex petrol station not far down Airport Drive, south from the airport. And you can just pin it there and then call the driver straight away once you've ordered the ride and tell them where you are at the airport. For example, just say that you're at the Park Royal Hotel Uber rideshare zone and what your clothes you're wearing, and just tell them to come pick you up there. So just keep in mind that you've got 5 minutes to where you can cancel it, which I've found in the past. So up to 5 minutes you can cancel without getting a fee. So keep that in mind, and then once the driver picks you up from the airport, then you can avoid the surge, because the surge was outside the airport where Uber thinks you were getting picked up. Alright guys. Option number 3. This option, I recommend just ordering the Uber from the airport and just do a minimum ride, say 3Ks outside the surge radius, and then just get dropped off, and then just go on the app and order another Uber. And then you'll have to pay the surge for that short fare, but it's not going to be that much. You know, an extra couple of dollars isn't really going to make a difference. And then just order another Uber to wherever you're going. So that's tip number 3. Right guys, option number 4. Number 4, I recommend downloading other apps. There's other companies out there. Uber's not the only rideshare company. There's Ola, there's Taxify, there's Diddy, and I'm pretty sure more companies will come along eventually. So keep that in mind, that those companies generally don't have a surge, and it won't take that long to download the app. I have gone to the airport before and I drive for Taxify. It happened last week, and I was driving towards, and the queue for Uber, would have had to wait an hour or more, and I had my Taxify app still open, and I managed to get a ride through Taxify and picked them up at the airport, and there was no hassles, and I picked them up. They rang me up straight away and told me where they were, and I picked them up. So there is another option to just go through other companies. Right guys, option number 5, the last option. Right, with this option I recommend just ordering a taxi. There's generally hundreds of them at the airport most of the time, so just order a taxi if the surge is say over 1.4, and then say Uber's normally cheaper than a taxi, but you know, over 1.4 might work out, you know, the same price as catching a taxi. So if the surge is say 1.8 or something like that, you might be better off just catching a taxi. So keep that in mind. Alright guys, if you like this clip, please check out my other clips. Please subscribe. I appreciate everyone who subscribes. Thanks to all you guys who have already subscribed. Have a great day. Bye.